Hello? I had to pour some water. Hello, happy Monday. Konkagi. Hi Ferret, hi Tea, hi Frog, hi Soulcleanse. I think that's everyone. Hello. Happy Monday. I think it's Sunday for most of you though, right? Hi Kawa, good morning. Sunday for most of you. Okay. Annyeonghaseyo, welcome back everyone. Welcome to Chicken. How was your weekend? Or how was your weekend going, I should say? It was Valentine's Day on Saturday. It was Saturday, right? Yeah, because Friday was the 13th, and then right after that was Valentine's Day. Weekend completed, work approaches, Single Awareness Day, Self-Appreciation Day. Self-Appreciation Day. It was comfy. How's your weekend? It was good, thank you. Auntie Elf came down to visit on Saturday, which was Valentine's Day, and she was down for most of the day, and then we just hung out, and we went to a cafe, and then we went to one of the cities nearby. She took me grocery shopping. We had lunch. It was nice. We watched some stuff on YouTube. Yeah, and then not next weekend, but the weekend after, she's gonna stay that weekend. I think she's gonna stay. She's gonna come down on Friday night, and then she's gonna stay until Sunday. Yeah, it was nice. And then on Sunday, I slept most of the day. I was so eepy. I went on a sleep marathon. I woke up, I drank too much wine, and now you got a stomachache on you. You gotta hydrate. Gotta make sure you hydrate after drinking alcohol. What do they say? For every glass of alcohol, they should have a glass of water as well, so that you don't get too dehydrated. Hello. Hello. I just realized it was 5 minutes of a loading screen. Sorry. Hello. For every glass of alcohol, you should back it up with another glass of alcohol. That's one easy way to get a hangover. Yeah, that's an easy way to get a hangover. Unless you can handle your alcohol well. Cause I know some people can knock it back, right? It'll be nice for Auntie Elf to stay a bit longer. Yeah, I agree. I think next time... Oh, we drove... When we went to the city, we drove past the sushi place. And I was like, oh, sushi. Can we go there next time? So we're gonna go to the sushi place next time. Because I don't have freaking Uber Eats anymore. Kind of. So there's like 2 people that deliver Uber Eats where I live. And if they're not available, or I guess if they're just not in the mood, right? I don't have Uber Eats. But if one of those people are available, then I have Uber Eats, but I have like 2 options. I have like KFC or I have McDonald's. It's a hard life when you live in a village. It's a hard life when you live in a village. Uber Eats drivers, yeah, I'll say. Not me not being able to drive. It's the Uber Eats problem. It's the problem of the Uber Eats. Overall, it's better for your health. Right? It's better for your health when you're not eating junk food all the time. So, I'm complaining, but it's good for me. Yeah. How'd life out in the boonies? Yeah. I guess I am kind of out in the boonies. I kind of am out in the boonies, right? I posted that I got a new Furby, and I already took him out with me. He came out to the cafe and everything, and he had a photo shoot. He had a photo shoot. And he's really tiny. I think I posted a couple of pictures of him on Twitter, but he's really tiny. He's like smaller than a Furby baby. He's so small. The sanctuary girls, yeah, but someone keeps bullying at my Furby. Someone keeps like knocking them off the shelf, flinging them onto my bed. Speaking of abuse, I'm gonna skin a couple of them today because I wanna wash them. But it's been storming here. There's been like thunderstorms and lightning and heavy rain and all of that. So yesterday and the day before was not a good time to skin a Furby, because then they would be cold without their skin, and then their skin wouldn't dry very fast. It's actually kind of overcast today, so it's probably gonna rain again, but I want to get it done. I want to get their skin clean, cause you know when you buy a secondhand toy or anything, or I guess anything secondhand, you don't know how dirty it is, right? You know how like you don't know where it's been. you don't know its history. Skinning them, is this a real sanctuary? Don't worry, they go under anesthetic, they get their skin taken off, they get cleaned. It would be more abuse if you washed them with their skins on, because the internal parts of a Furby will die if it gets wet. Think of it like that. So it's a necessary evil. But they don't feel it. Or at least they shouldn't feel it. If you ever see someone skinning a Furby and they're awake, it's cruelty. Report them to the Furby Sanctuary. Report them to the Furby Sanctuary and I shall take action. I'm brushing my hair, so if you can hear that sound, just enjoy it. Do you have any chocolate? Do you have chocolate on Valentine's? Like even if it's not for romantic reasons, do you treat yourself on Valentine's? I actually didn't get anything specifically for Valentine's, but I already have chocolate in the house, so I had some of that. I had some of that. Well, not on the day. I didn't have it on the day because I think the day before Valentine's Day, I had one of those days where all you eat is snacks. Do you ever do that? Where it's like some days it's like you just don't feel like eating real food, so you just have like snack existent day where your entire day consists of eating snack. Snack days are good. I agree. I enjoy a good snack day. I know it's not like healthy, but I think it's like as long as it's not like all the time, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, good for the soul. Exactly. It's good for your soul. It's healing. It's a necessary part of life. Just some days just have a snack day. didn't get any chocolate, but I did have some little soft pretzel bits with nacho cheese. Interesting. I know American stuff is like more into pretzel things, because pretzels aren't really a big thing here. Especially the big soft ones. The only pretzels you get here really are like the little tiny ones, the hard ones. It makes me feel awful. I was like, yeah, it does. I haven't had like a snack day, a complete snack day in a while. Hi, Civilian, welcome back. And I did notice like the days after I felt like crud in comparison to days where like I actually eat healthy. And I was like, I notice I do not feel as good. So yeah. I won't be doing that again for a while. And it's like you eat more than you normally would as well, because you're not eating like stuff that's actually gonna keep you full, right? So you're like spiking your blood sugars, and then your body is telling you that you're hungry even though you've already eaten, and then it's just like more snack, not satiating, you know? But yeah, it was like it was once in a blue moon, it's fine. But then I think when Auntie Elf was visiting, I was gonna make a cake for us, but we were kind of short on time because we already did some other stuff as well. So I was gonna make an upside down pineapple cake, but then we decided that I'll do it next time she visits. I'll make a upside down pineapple cake next time she visits, and we will have like, I'll make us like a proper roast one night, and then she wanted deviled sausages as well, so I said I'd make us deviled sausages as well. So I'm looking forward to that. My hair is so tangled right now. It's like really tangled and dry. I guess I gotta wash it today because it needs like I need some TLC. Sausage, yeah. I like deviled sausages. Sausages are good. Do you have a favorite kind of sausage? I'm really into Krankskis lately. I really like them. They're like so like shitty sausage. they're like so processed, right? They're like really processed, but they're really good. Sausages I can eat on my favorite kind. Fair enough. I'm not really big on like you know the like fancy sausages where it's like not farm grown, of course it's farm grown, where it's like free range beef and stuff like that, because they always end up being like super oily. Welcome Snowbee? Is that what it says? It's kinda hard to read actually. Where I put the text is hard to read. But welcome. Fancy sausage. Well, like the more expensive ones, they use high quality meat, and it's like really oily. You know, it's like the free range cow. I like pork sausages. What's your favorite kind of meat? Sausages seem to be the level of tasty and thus the quality of the meat. Yeah, I agree. Actually, I agree. I feel like the cheaper the meat, the yummier. Yeah. I need to update my favorite kind. Any not drowning in oil. Yeah, oily ones are just. I don't want an oily. Wait, that sounds. I don't like food that's too oily. Is what I was gonna say. I don't like it when it's too oily. You know, when honey soy sausages. Yes, there's a brand. I don't know if it's in Australia as well, but there's a brand of honey soy sausages that are so yummy. Hi Keith Rage, welcome. I remember I went on like a binge spree of honey sliced sausages for a while, and I bought this big bag of them. I was just like living off of them for a while. That was a long time ago, but I remember just like going on this like honey soy sausage binge, and they're not oily at all. I think they're like pre-cooked, so they're yeah. Yeah, that's kind of a happy memory. I don't know, they should be oily, even if they have a large amount of fat. Well, it's like not processed at all, so it's like minced, right? But then like it's not pre-cooked or anything, so yeah, it gets really oily. Oh, I finally got one side of my hair untangled. Kind of, there's like a little bit of tangle left in it. I love air-dried salami, but because I have no gallbladder, it makes me fart non-stop. Does not having a gallbladder make you fart more? That's the body's way of saying you did good. Some of the oil is from whatever the skin has. Oh, that's true. A lot of it too, though, is just like meat. Different types of meat can be fattier than others, right? Like some meats are fattier than like pork is really fatty. Which reminds me, my cousin bought a big hunk of ham, and it's just in the fridge. So I should eat ham later. Okay, one side is untangled. I'm not joking about the 2-day thing. I can only eat it when I don't expect anyone to come over. Really? I didn't know that. I didn't know that was like a thing. I've been on a wait list for my gallbladder to be removed for nearly 10 years. I guess if it's not an emergency, then they won't. Cause like once it, there's like times where it's like an emergency, or you will die, right? Because I think for Chia was an emergency, right? To get it removed. I know my grandma had to get it removed because it was like bursting. Okay, brushing the other side now. They said it was 6 months waiting list. Yeah, usually it was emergency, you know. I had a gallstone that was causing a lot of pain. Oh no! Welcome, J Roach. I'm brushing the other side. Oh my gosh, the part where my hair caught fire, like, stands out so much to me. Like, it was what, like a month ago, or was it 2 months ago, where my freaking hair caught fire and I lost a patch of hair. I lost a patch of hair. I'm gonna take my leave, bye! See ya. Hold on. I want to... There we go. See ya. I almost have one a bit larger than a bullet and passed out from the pain. Ouch! Good. People who go into a stream and they're like, I have a question for you, are so freaking annoying. Or can I ask a question? You just did. Something seems a bit different about you. Maybe a couple of days. Maybe my hair looks a little different. Hi girl, welcome. Bye bye random person who never actually asked. Yeah! I feel like when you're a streamer, if someone comes into your stream and they're like, I have a question, or like, can I ask a question? It's never anything good, right? It's never anything good. The follow-up question is never gonna be anything positive in my experience. So I just ignored them, but then they kept asking. So and then you have to announce when you're leaving. Just leave. Just leave. Well, I guess they have just left. They won't be coming back. A typical follow-up question has always been really... It's always something mean, or it's always something like... not reading the room, right? And that's a rule. You have to read the room around here. Trauma dump? I don't really have too many trauma dumping people. But I wasn't expecting any good question to follow up, so I was like, they're either gonna ask something like, Are you under 18? Are you under 18? Or they were gonna, I don't know, say something mean. Just wanna get attention. Oh, I guess they're getting their attention, right? They're getting the attention because they got banned and now we're talking about them. Play them off, everyone! Give them their attention! Play them off at him! Have you ever seen that though, when you go into someone's stream and then like someone just trauma dumps out of nowhere? I remember when I first started streaming, I didn't really know how to handle situations like that, and I remember one time someone came into my stream and they were like, "Oh, it's the middle of the night and I'm just watching Twitch streamers thinking about unaliving myself." And I was like, I was just like dumbstruck. I was like, I don't know what to say to this. Yeah, like when you're a new streamer though, you're so like any view is a good view, right? So you want to like keep people around and stuff, but then you realize no. it's better to have like no viewers than one viewer who is doing that. But yeah, I remember at the time I was just like, oh, that's not good. Keeps on drawing. Because when I first started streaming, I mostly was like drawing, right? I was mostly drawing, and yeah, I would just get like people who would say that. Tell them that the Corbane method is pretty successful. What was the thing that I saw recently where it was like, was it like a "Am I the asshole" on Reddit or something like that? And it was like a guy's girlfriend kept like, was it the guy or was it the girl? No, it was the girl. The girl kept threatening to unalive herself every time there was like an argument or something, and he got sick of it, so he like walked down and told her to jump off the balcony or something like that. I mean, she never did. It was just being like manipulative, right? But like the do a backflip comment made me think of that. Are you Freedom? Yeah, I'm Freedom. I'm like actually Freedom. And yeah, anyway, the comment was like, do a backflip off the balcony or something like he just got sick of it, so he told her to do that. I don't know why, but that comment made me think of it. Yeah. Okay, he was not an asshole. No, he wasn't, because it was like a manipulation tactic. It wasn't like she was actually you know, not in a good headspace. She was just being a bench, essentially. Whew, I have so much hair. If she did, then you get revenge by scoring them below. I mean, this might sound heartless, but like if someone is going... how do I word this? I have to be careful with the way that I word this. But ultimately, a person is responsible for their own life. You should not encourage people to do things that will harm themselves, but you cannot, you are not responsible for their, you know, for their actions, so to speak. So if someone's gonna be like threatening stuff like that, it's like not worth your time. And there is a difference between reaching out for help and like using that to hold leverage over someone. Putting their Facebook failed to stick landing, need more training. I think that would be a bit fun. I think if someone actually went through with it, then making fun of it would like not be nice. But yeah, you shouldn't be threatening stuff like that. I remember there was like a crime case a few years ago where it was like a couple and the girlfriend like talked the boyfriend into doing it, like unaliving himself, and she was like texting him like what do you call it, like when you're not instructing someone, but you're like encouraging someone along the way, and then being like, are you doing it yet? Are you doing it? Like, how's it going? You know, like with him unaliving himself. And then like as soon as he was like, okay, I'm gonna do it now, and he was like telling her that he was doing it, and then she's like, are you dead now? And he wasn't responding anymore, so then she was like, no, or like something like that. And the police, when they were going through like the phone records, they were like, bitch, we can see you like encouraging this. It doesn't matter if you deleted your. Oh yeah, she was like, remember to delete your messages before you do it. You know, and he was like, okay. Yeah, that one was horrible. They were young too, weren't they? They were like 17 or something. But she got I remember she still got charged with like assisted. Because, I mean, it was assisted. I think I have finally untangled all of my hair. Oh yeah, by the way, before I forget to mention, my cousin may show up at some point. I don't know. If I hear him, I might be right back really quickly just to tell him like I'm streaming. Cause he doesn't really understand what streaming is. I had to go to like a doctor thing last week, and he was like asking about it, right? And I was like, oh, like I like playing all the games, right? And then like people watch me. He's like, you don't do anything dirty, do you? I was like, no, what the hell? No, it's not like that. But yeah, that was like his first thought. Like, it's really tangled. It was. It's free now though. It's free now. I need to wash my hair actually. It feels like it needs a good wash. DJ wears diapers? Yeah, but that's different. It's not lewd. He just needs his diaper. He needs his diaper. Got it? If all of a sudden you mute and go AFK, it isn't because the stream assistant wasn't fed in time and kidnapped. It's good that he asked himself and not just thought. That's true. I guess it's good that he just asked. What would have happened though? I was like, oh yeah, don't judge me, but I play retro games while naked and people watch me. Like, what would you even say to that? What would you even say if like you're freaking? I mean, he's a cousin, right? But he's more like uncle age. And like our relationship is more like uncle and niece kind of thing than like cousins. So it's like, what would you even, how do you even react to that? Let me have a drink. Okay. Okay. just okay. Actually, I don't know how that would go down, but yeah. I am stream Tangled Free. When I was setting up stream, I thought I'll just close my bedroom door so it's like it's obvious that I'm busy, right? It's obvious like that I don't want to be interrupted. And the stream assistant saw that the door was closed and then was like, "The door is shut. I need to go out." And I was like, "Seriously? Seriously? You were just going to bed. Like, you were literally just going to bed." He was like burying himself under the blanket when I shut the door, and then he was like, "The door is shut, but I want to go out." So then he like hung around the closed door, looking all dejected. So I opened the door for him, and he looked out, and he was like, "Hmm." And I sat back down again, and then he was like, "Okay, I go back to bed." I was like, you little shithead." He seems to I think that's a cat thing, right? They don't like it when the door is shut because, I mean, I get it, right? I get it. It's like, to them, they don't understand that the door can reopen again. It's like, it's not forever. They're just like, part of my territory has been cut off from me. Yeah, most cats hate closed doors. And I get it, because it's like, we have the ability to go outside and like, you know, extend like the premise which we exist in. But to them, their whole existence is like just inside. So when a little piece of that already small place to exist is closed off from them, it's like, it's a lot more serious to them than it is to us. But he was going to freaking bed. Hi Dinamopika, welcome back. But yeah, it was like, seriously? Right now? Go sleep. There was another thing I was gonna mention about him, but I forgot. Oh well. The game that we're gonna play today, I actually installed like a DOSBox version, and it was being kind of difficult. Like, it would work the first time you opened it, right? And it would load and everything was functioning, but from then on, it just wouldn't function. And I was looking up the issue that I was having, and apparently it's like an issue with the build that I was using. And for some unforeseen coincidence, like, this is like some, like, it was meant to be type stuff, right? Steam released a remastered version of the game today. Like, it literally just came out. It, like, just came out today. 16th of February 2026. Yeah! Like, what? Huh? Yeah, and so we're gonna play that version. And hopefully it functions okay. Because obviously this is like a restoration version rather than running the actual game in a DOSBox. So hopefully it goes well. From what I tested, it seemed to be okay though. I like opened it, seemed fine. I'm trying to do that a little bit more just so when we actually get to stream, if the game isn't functioning, it's like we don't have to troubleshoot right there and then. Trying to, but I might still slip up. I might still slip up sometimes, I forget. But yeah, I'm so excited for this. I have been waiting to play it for like, I don't know, like 2 years or something now. It is more of like a interactive video, so it's like there is a lot of voice acting, there is a lot of speaking. It's point and click, but yeah, there's a lot of like speaking and dialogue and stuff. And there's no subtitles from what I can see, so I'll try my best not to talk over it, but there will be a lot of speaking. I literally have a tab that's been open for a few weeks of the dog eye because I was thinking of playing it. Really? I would recommend, even if you watch today, it's probably gonna be fun to play it yourself too. I don't know. You might get the full enjoyment out of watching too. Cause some games it's like it's a really good game, but like you get the full experience just by watching it. And then some games is like, nah, you have to play yourself. What is the name of the one that I'm trying to think of right now? There's a game, and I cannot think of its name. It is not the. When did I buy it? How old is your Steam account, by the way? I think the oldest games I have. Oh, never mind. Prior to like 2016, it just like starts lumping everything together. Yeah, prior to like 2016, it's just like everything is lumped together. Good evening, morning, hi Anthony. No more troubleshooting during streams. There's always gonna be troubleshooting at some point. That's just the way the cookie crumbles. Trying to think of the name. You can have a look at your badges and one may show. Maybe, but I also didn't do anything. Like, my account was like level 1 for like the longest time. And I had one account before this and then I got locked out of it. And it didn't have many games. So I just ended up making a new one. I wish the search function was a little easier to navigate. I'm trying to find a game at the moment, so I'll look at how old my Steam is after that. It's not Night Delivery. There's a game that was inspired by the Dark Eye, and I'm trying to find the name of it. Night Signal? Yes, Night Signal. I would like to play Night Signal this week as well. It's not very long, but it was inspired by the Dark Eye, and I really, really like Night Signal. Very different, a very different like type of game, but still, I just love the like the mood and everything of Night Signal. It's kind of like I don't know. I'll discuss it more when playing it. Dark Eye before it became mainstream Secret Club. We're in the Secret Club mainstream. Okay, how old is this account? I know my first Steam account was like the year it came out, which was like 2013, right? I don't remember what like my name was, but I remember my profile picture was a yellow cockatiel. My profile picture on that account was a yellow cockatiel. I really like cockatiels. I don't think I would ever like own a bird again, but yeah, they're very cute. Okay, badges. All my game badges showing first. How do I just see like completed? No, I don't see how old the account is, cause oh, okay, never mind. The first badge that is ever given is 2015. So then, I guess I used my other account for like 2 years and then got locked out of it. But it was mostly like free games and stuff. There was a couple of bought things on it, and then yeah. It was like I think I changed phone or something, or like my phone number changed. And then Steam started in 2000. I thought it was 2013. Really? I thought it was 2013. My first account was 2013, I think. Steam Digital Distribution Service and Storefront. It launched as a software client in 2003 to provide video game updates automatically for Valve. They expanded to distributing third-party titles in late 2005. Interesting. Steamworks, an application released in 2008. Steam was ported to Mac and Linux in 2010 and 2013 respectively, while a mobile version of Steam for interacting with the services on... Actually, I remember when the mobile thing came out, so maybe I had it before 2013? Because I remember the update for the chat thing. And I remember thinking, like, who's gonna use this? Steam was around when I was in high school in 2005. Yeah, I guess my memory is just like a little bit wrong in that regard, because I remember the update where the mobile chat came out. My Steam account is the only thing I have that still uses my high school day username. Even in high school, I had a few usernames. Well, like high school age, cause yeah, I didn't finish high school. Coded. It's true. It's true. I'm aging. I get to use a bit, but most people task off platform. Yeah, I don't really use Steam's chat interaction thing. I think the only time I even like sign in is when I have to for something, because some games are like really like titchy. If you're not signed in and you want to invite someone to play a game, then it's like, no, you're off the line. I'm gonna drink. Excuse me if you heard my stomach just then. It was kind of loud. My high school email got deleted by Yahoo a few years ago. I don't even remember if I had a high school email. I guess I don't remember actually. I don't remember. I know like you had to use your own code to sign in, so that they could tell who was like signed into what computers and what they were doing on it. But yeah, I don't know if I have an actual email for it. I think we just use our own emails. I do know I got my Neopets account back though, because my email that my mom used, well I used my mom's email when I was a kid. And that was a Yahoo email, and it got deleted. So, like, they restored my old Neopets account for me. Your school didn't have emails? Yeah, I guess mine didn't either, because I don't remember. In high school, I had Gmail, and you still needed an invite to get in? Wow. Remember before Gmail, it was Windows Live? Like, there were, like, Windows Live emails? My high school didn't, but my college did. Yeah, my university did. My university had, like, emails, because they will send, like, your time schedules and stuff like that to your email. Even my uni didn't. Wow, really? My uni would, like, you know, like, your weekly time schedule, like, your classes and stuff? not your weekly, your like for the semester. It would like email through there. If you had any books that you needed, it would go to there and stuff too. One of my Hotmail emails I still use for things, really. I just use like a ton of different Gmails. I have so many different Gmails for different things. So there's like one account fully dedicated to just like anything that I sign up to that's like, yeah, they're probably gonna send you like spam emails that you can opt out of, but you can't opt out of it like as you're signing up, it goes to that email. And then there's like more official stuff like, you know, government or banking and, you know, all that kind of thing. I'm gonna hiccup. Yeah, I have like just, and then like a ton of emails that I've just like thrown away over the years that get recycled eventually. Yeah. I know, isn't Proton supposed to be like, you can have one domain name and then you can like have separate things sent to it? I don't know, but everyone I know that uses Proton are kind of tinfoil hats, so that kind of made me a little iffy about using Proton. I have my main for real stuff, fake for things that will spam me, and extra fake for either more sus things. Yeah, kind of. It's like a tier system, right? It's like the official, and then it like works its way down the line. Like as you get near the lower end, that's like spam stuff. I don't use Proton. I don't use it. I don't really think I would be interested in like swapping over at this point either. It's just annoying. Having to go through everything. Proton is very popular among tinfoil hat people, but I think it's good. I think it's good in for like privacy and stuff, right? Something like that. I don't know. Let me look it up. Why use Proton email? The UI is better and it's simple to use. Easier to reply to emails than in Gmail? How can you get easier? How can you get easier? Primarily used for enhanced privacy and security, offering end-to-end encryption, zero access, and no IP logging. Oh, okay, so it's for people that are like bothered by like their data being stolen and stuff like that. Personally, unless like my private details are being leaked in a way where like someone could randomly like dox me with it, I don't really care. I don't even care if like big companies are using my information, to be honest, because it's like it's not like it's not like they're targeting me, you know what I mean? It's not like they're like, yes, this one person targeting you, we are going to look at what they look at on the internet. It's just like one piece of data amongst a sea of data, if that makes sense. So I guess that's why it doesn't really bother me. It's also people who don't like Google and the mass data selling that they do. Yeah, I know a lot of people are bothered by that, and like I see why they're bothered by like their data being sold to like bigger companies and stuff like that. Personally, it just doesn't bother me. I'm just not bothered by it. No, they're working with the feds, but designing email is flawed. The best you can do is use a provider that doesn't give a fish like Hotmail. What? At cockmail.com. How could I seriously? How could I? What if I was like, yeah, if you wanna, I don't know, send a business email to me, send it to kagari at cockmail.com. Are you prepared for Discord age verification in March? Is it rolling out in March? I don't know. I know that one's kind of like ERM. Fuck that, I got multiple domains you can use, really? It is gray aliens trying to control all form of communication to work with the... The AI verification isn't for everyone, and apparently most people won't have to verify. I did read that they already have, like, some AI thing that's kind of like... Blah, 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 blah. It's like guessing how old people are, and if it thinks that you're under 18, then by the activity that you have on your computer, then it'll whack you with it. But if you kind of bypass... I already bypassed it by injecting code into console and made this code... Oh, really? Because, yeah, I really don't want to have to verify it. Yeah, I had seen someone that had to use a VTuber kind of app. They might have been Australian, because I know Australia is kind of cracking down on, like, youth on the internet. Just use Gmod to pass the verification. I just use bypasses. What the heck? I need to stop being a boomer and learn how to use bypasses, because I don't want to give my, like, passport details to Discord when they've already had security leaks. See, if it was like a trustworthy company, then maybe I would be more inclined. But considering that it's like already had like leaks of personal data and stuff, it's like, it's also not a government like app, right? It's just like a social app. So it's like, why are you asking for personal details like that? Yeah, the first version of the code was patched in the first half of an hour. Second was patched in 20 minutes. Yeah, it takes some years to deal with such people. Yeah, Discord has an issue with a lot of predatory people, right? Supposedly, Discord says none of the information leaves your device or sends it anywhere. They had like a huge data breach. Was it last year? Discord data breach. Discord recently discovered an incident when unauthorized party compromised one of our third-party vendors. This is not a breach of... Okay, that's for that one. Discord data breach, 1.5 terabyte of data, and 2 million government ID photos extorted. Yeah, there we go. There's a bigger question here. Why were the images of ID cards being held for 1 second longer than was necessary to confirm age? Yeah, that's also... sus. I was reading the age verification info. It was though. It was supposed to not be holding your ID, like your personal ID, but it was, and then it got leaked. Not specifically yours. There was just a huge data breach like 4 months ago. They say none of the info leaves your device, but yeah, it's obviously it got leaked. A lot of it got leaked. There's the... Let me paste. This one, and then... There we go. Oh yeah, before I played the game, I did find the manual. It was scanned and compiled by Underdog, so I thought it might be fun to like read the manual before we actually play the game. Let me see if I can screen share. This. Not this. Manual. Yoink. Sorry, it's above me. Let's crop. I don't know where to put it so that you can still read it, but no, I want to go to this side. Wait a minute, there we go. And then a little bit bigger. There we go. Wasn't there a way to get around it using Death Stranding? I'm not sure. I don't recall having to do any verification stuff on Discord, so I mean, I might have had to do it and I just don't remember. Maybe my ID is floating out there somewhere in the world, but as far as I can remember right this moment, I did not have to do anything. Very good. The UK and Australia did. I don't think Kiwis will. For the identification thing? I'm safe. There we go. So the fubby can down over top. Anyway. Your survival guide. Table of content. What you need, the setup. Welcome to your world. I get around. The hand of fate. Customer service, support, trouble, hooyah. For the wild narrative which I'm about to tell, I neither expect nor ask for belief. It would be mad to expect such a thing. In a case where my own senses reject the evidence, yet I am not mad and I surely do not dream. I guess that's like an opening quote. The world of Dark Eye is divided into two states of consciousness. Involving the malevolent waking world, your friends and relatives involve you in a downward spiral of madness and intrigue. And as you wander through the fevered world of unsettling dreams, you encounter three alternative realities, where those you meet fall victim to your malicious intent or make you the object of their murderous designs. Oh, interesting. Madness. That's very interesting. Okay, what we need. Windows and Macintosh compatible CD-ROM. I don't have a CD. I don't have a CD. What do you call it? On my tower doesn't have a CD port thing. So already we yeah, drive. I can think of the word for some reason. I don't have a CD drive, so already we not off to a good start. Windows 3.1 or higher. I'm on Windows 11. Bleh. But yes, we are on higher. 48DX 33 Master, double speed CD-ROM. Yeah, 11 is higher than 3.1, so we're good with that. We're good on that. 16-bit sound card, 65,000 colors, and 640x 480. 8 megabytes of RAM. Damn. We need to download more RAM. We need to download some more RAM. We don't have a Macintosh, so we can't play on our Macintosh. These are minimum system requirements for best playback results. A memory configuration greater than 8 megabytes is strongly recommended. Windows 98 compatible. Is your CPU up to snuff? I think so. I think we're okay with the CPU. Insert the CD. Double-click the install icon. Click the install for default installation. Oh, this is for Macintosh. For Windows, insert the CD. Go to Run Program Manager File menu. Select Run. Wait, they're like... Was With Windows 3.1, like, you had to launch it through, like, like, through a console rather than just... Oh, okay, for 95, we've got a little bit more user-friendly. Insert the CD, double-click on the... Okay, yeah, so for Windows... For 3.x, you had to, like, launch manually through the console. That's interesting. I never used Windows 3. I think the earliest Windows I ever used was 95. Executing. Wait, welcome to your world. Windows 3.1, you could go to the folder and run it, but most manuals gave the run command. Interesting. If I get a new PC, I'll move to Linux permanently. Windows is getting insufferable, and modern distros are the same. This thing anyway. Yeah, I really do want to navigate over to Linux, just because, yeah, like you said, Windows is getting insufferable, and there's just so many, like, little things with Windows where it's just really annoyed. But it's, the main issue is, I know if I do a switch, then there's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be like a week-long project or something while I get everything like up and functioning, because there's just not as much plug and play with Linux, right? And then like for some of the more obscure things that I use, there's no official support, so I would have to do workarounds to get it working and stuff. Week-long yeah, exactly. I know it'll turn into like a bigger thing than expected. Thank you, for becoming a Digicon. Some things are plug and play, but then I know like there's easy ways to get OBS running. A lot of Steam games have support, and soon it's gonna be like complete compatibility with Steam games. But then other things, maybe like Live 2D, stuff like that, getting that running on Linux, it's a little bit more obscure, right? Incompatibility of things with Linux will be difficult, and even with partition with the PC to have both on the Windows blocks feels like a trial and error. Yeah, it's gonna be a bit of that. I gotta mentally work up to it, is more what I'm saying. I am looking forward to the Steam machine, but it does look like the Steam machine isn't gonna be like the top line. In terms of power, it looks like it's gonna be kind of like better than a Steam Deck, but not like, you know, a juggernaut PC. But I am looking forward to the Steam OS coming out, because that's just a Linux build, essentially. But yeah. Steam machine is delayed too because of AI. Yeah, I remember reading something about it, but I don't know. We could only wait and see, right? I'm not like fully up to date on it. I'm mostly looking forward to the Steam OS coming out, because it's like a very handheld Linux build. I mean, I've used the Steam OS on my Steam Deck, and I like it a lot. Cause OpenAI bought all the RAM, so no one can get parts these days. Oh, damn! People are being really scummy with PC parts. Oh, like since like 2020, right? It's been like a major issue. Steam Machine is basically just a good budget PC. Yeah, that's what it seems like. But it's also nicely sized. Like it's a very compact little tower. More like a cube. It's like a cube more than a tower. I want to build a PC. I don't think That's what the cards for at least 2 years. Wait, what? I want to build a PC, but I don't think that's in the card. Oh, sorry, I got it now. That sucks. RAM has massively gone up in the past few months as a real topic again. Oh, what was oh no, it was like graphics cards a few years ago, right? People were just like collecting them, almost like hoarding them. And when like a new thing would release, it would be like impossible to get it because scalpers and stuff. How old is my PC now? It's like 3? No, it's older than 3. I think it's 4. It's older than the Stream Assistant, and the Stream Assistant is turning 3 in March. Yeah. Graphics cards are up too because of AI, and video is ramping down on consumer card production supposedly, so it's gonna it's like a yeah, it's a whole thing at the moment. Not a good thing. Yeah, he's young. He turns 3. Let's have a birthday stream for him. Wait, is his birthday gonna be on a weekday? March. Yes, his birthday is on a Tuesday. We can have a streaming system birthday stream. and I will show the presents that I get for him. Yeah. Okay. When you begin a game by double clicking the dark eye icon, or when you hit the escape key twice while in game. I'm gonna hiccup. I'm not. Or when you hit the escape key twice while a game is in progress, this screen will be displayed. It looks like a Ouija board. New begins a new game. You will be prompted to enter a name, identify your game. Hitting the enter or return key will cause the phrenology map to appear. Clicking on the eye will take you to the waking world, where your adventure begins. Restore will load a previously saved game. Select a saved game from the list of saved games and click on Restore to load game. The where was it? Where was the word? Phrenology? Phrenology map will appear. Clicking on the eye returns you to the waking world. Clicking any of the other icons within the map will transport you to the nightmare world associated with that icon. The time and place to which you return corresponds to the singing of the first uncompleted event within that reality. If you have finished your sojourn within that realm, you will be returned to the beginning of that experience. Remove will delete a saved game. You will be prompted, are you sure? If you select yes, that saved game will be erased. 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 Credits displays the credits. Clicking at any time during the credit roll turns you to the screen. Quit ends the game. During gameplay, you may also quit by holding down Q. If you are playing on a Macintosh, or Control Q if you are playing on a Windows machine. Sojourn is like a journey on travels. Oh. Phrenology is like an old race pseudoscience. I guess there's something I need to look into. Let me. That's interesting. I got to look it up now. Phrenology. 19th century pseudoscience developed by Franz Joseph Gall, which claimed that measuring bumps and contours on the human skull could determine personality traits, intelligence, and character. There is actual science behind skull structure and race. So he was like kind of heading in the right direction, but he kind of missed the mark. I know different races have different telltale signs in skull structure and stuff like that. So he was like going in the right direction, but he missed the mark. Headroom. Thank you for 5 months. Arigato, Heathcliff. And welcome. Internet is dying today, damn. I'll skim the rest of it just so we can like get into the game. I do think manuals are kind of like a lost art form in today's modern world, so I did want to take a look over it. I mean, a lot of this stuff is kind of really second nature nowadays. Like, we all know how to install a game and stuff like that, right? We don't need someone to tell us how to do it. But it's still really fun to just like see old manuals and how they would like give the instructions and everything. The Windows 3.x surprised me because I don't think I've ever seen like pre-95 instructions and like telling you to run it from a console. That was interesting. I miss manuals. I love when they mention features that got dropped from the finished game. Yeah, I love in manuals too when there's like a little secret code. Wait, MSG does that, doesn't it? Where it's like one part of the game you need a code to like progress the game, and the code was in the manual. I think it's MSG. Because I remember when I was playing I had to look it up. MGS. Why were they thinking of food, fat ass? My fat ass was thinking of food. Instead of Metal Gear Solid, I was thinking of freaking MSG, like ramen. There's actually a pretty good number of kids who don't know how to install a game if it's not on Steam. That's true, that's true. I guess it's just we're showing our age. Anyway, here's the UK and Australia number. For verbal assistance, please call our customer service department on 0171 391 4323 between 10:30 and 12 noon. Excuse me. My whole like chest rumbled while I did that. And 2:30 to 5 PM Monday to Friday. Australia 1-900-957-665. ITM calls charged at 95 cents per minute. A higher rate applies for public and mobile phones. One of you Australians should call this number. I know there's a few of you out there. Call this number. Wait, where'd it go? Did I go up? Or you go up? Wait, where'd it go? There it is. Australian number. It's cropped. Call it! Does it work? Does it work? I want to know what this number is nowadays. I imagine manuals were more important when you needed to use a console. Yeah, I agree. There you go, Australian people. I don't think anyone from the UK is I'll be right back. Okay, let us know what happened. Okay, let's get rid of this. Wait, actually, There we go. Is there a US? No, no US number, sorry. Oi, mushy mushy, you cunt. No! There we go, I got rid of it. What is this? I have random images and I don't know what they are. I'm gonna delete that. Also, sorry for no Marshmallow Monday this week. I forgot to say that at the beginning of the stream. No Marshmallow Monday this week because I took 2 days off last week. And I really wanted to play that. I wanted to get into it. So we can do Marshmallow Monday next week. They will return. Alright, are we ready? I'm ready. Meow. There it is. There it is. The game is open. Hold on. Sound. Just in a meeting, but I will try calling. Kawa is calling, I think. I think Kawa is calling it. The number doesn't work! No! We can't get assistance with the game! No! What happens if we get stuck? Oh, it's loud. We are so cooked! Yeah. If we get stuck, it's ogre. What the heck? Should I make this bigger, by the way? Like, do you prefer if it's like this, and then I'm a little bit smaller? Small. Oops. I moved. Where am I? Maybe I'm like this. Maybe me like this. Wait, with my hand off screen like that, it looks like I'm smoking or something. Let me put my hand down. It looks like I'm sneaky smoking off the screen or something. I don't like that. No smoke. There we go. Oops. Didn't mean to cut my head off, sorry. Didn't mean to cut the top of my head off, sorry. Here I thought you were trying to mimic girls who smoke though. Smoking is bad for your lungs. How will we get support? I know! What happens if we get stuck? It said it can be connected with the service. It just means the number is not in use, so... RIP. RIP. Ripperoni. Smoking is kind of sexy, but have you ever kissed a smoker? I have not kissed a smoker, but the smell of smoke embeds in everything. Like, it gets into your clothes and it's like, ugh. I think it's like, it looks cool in anime, but it doesn't look cool in real life. I don't know. I think because like in anime, it's always like really cool girls. So it's more like the girl herself looks really cool. Because she's like usually like punk-esque style. You know what I mean? This is why you smoke the good stuff that doesn't stink. What stuff doesn't stink? I guess some, vape stuff has like custom smells, right? Like some of the vape stuff smells nice, but I mean I'm not gonna vape. Like some of the vaping stuff smells nice. I've never smelt it like from other people though. I remember like when it was way more popular, and sometimes people would have like berry flavored ones and stuff. There are few marks, but tobacco just doesn't stink. I had a friend from high school that smoked. Could probably just make a fake pipe that burns incense. I was like, yeah, my musk-smelling pipe. Is vaping really a Zoomer thing? I thought like a lot of millennials vaped as well. Because it was all like the ex-smokers. Yeah, all smoke. I mean, you're never supposed to inhale smoke into your lungs, so like all smoking is bad. I'm gonna hiccup. All smoking is bad. You're not supposed to have smoke going into your lungs. Oh my god, the bigger. Okay, anyway, let's begin. Grippy hand, grippy hand, grippy hand, grippy hand. New. Digican. Oh, look at that font. This makes me think of Hellraiser. This makes me think of Hellraiser. I vaped for a few years, but dropped when it became very pricey. I've never been interested in partaking in smoking. Mostly because when I was young, I had asthma, so it would be like asking for trouble, right? My mom smokes, so my mom is a smoker. Now I remember bubble pipes are a thing. Isn't that for like other stuff? Depends what they smoke and how much, but if you smoke a lot, then you're probably guaranteed to smell at least a bit. I was a really cool skater in high school, so I smoked back in my 20s. I bet you were. Smoke break is a time and place where the most important conversations in life are held. No, that's in the shower with my own thoughts. I pour more water. Drink. Smoking is really expensive. I only know that because my mom smokes. And she's always complaining about the prices.
For the wild narrative which I'm about to tell,
Oh, he's a bit quiet.
Nor ask for belief. It would be mad to expect such a thing, in a case where my own senses reject their evidence. Yet I'm not mad, and I surely do not dream.
That was the quote that was in the... That was the quote that was in the manual. Leaves. Do I click the leaves? I saw a pointy finger. Oh. Knock. Moshi mosh.
I suppose you're the young master Mr. Aldwych waits for. Go ahead on in.
Can I poke his nose? Oh. There's like text on the wall. I guess it's like old housing where they would put newspaper. Oh, look at that finger. Oh, you're about to poke my nose. I can pick my nose with this finger. Does it go the other way? Oh. like stop motion in horror format. Can we look in this room? Oh, hello.
There you are. You haven't just come? But it's exceedingly dangerous to traverse the coast this time of day.
Can you hear alright? Is the volume okay? I smoked when I hung out with one of my friends because we were really close and the cigarettes didn't smell bad. It honestly didn't affect me at all. Just did it because they were. I think a lot of people get into it like that, right?
I'm so glad you came. I find that the pleasant company of my relations calms my nerves.
I'm just slowly approaching him. What's he painting? What there? Go this way. Oh, oh.
It's a pastime of mine. By keeping my mind occupied, I attempt to dispel some of the constitutional agitation which afflicts me.
Okay. What's in this room? Paper. A bird. There's no bird. Okay. Leave this room. We weren't supposed to go upstairs, right? What happens if I just leave? Damn. I'm stuck. Can I look outside? No. They locked us in. They gotta eat us. Either eat or be eaten while out there. Upstairs? Upstairs? Huh? Huh?
What a delightful time that was.
Cousin, you've come. Oh, we're so happy.
Oh, dear brother, delighted to see you. Please, join us.
Nah. Can I go into any of the other rooms? Oh. That's like a towel pillow. Why am I looking at the bedside table? Okay, let me go look in the other room first. Then I go in. Oh, okay. The door just slammed behind me. This person has a pillow. Wait, I want to look at their. I want to look at their pillow. I want to look at the pillow. Can I look outside? Can I open it? No. I can't look at their bedside table. Oh, there's another door at the end. Wait, no, that's... How do I... How do I get... No! Stupid hand! Stop pointing... You see, it's... Yeah. Whatever. Okay, there we go. Okay, it wasn't that complicated. Are they in this room? Wow. What happened here? The house got like bombed or something? Where was your cousin? Yeah, I think we do need to go upstairs. Oh, welcome, readers. Hello. Macaroon, welcome. Hello. the stream. What did you get up to today? You were playing Retro as well? What were you playing? Mako like Shock? Howdy. Ocean View. I think that one room was just remodeled, but it's speculation maybe. I recognize this game, but I don't think I've ever played it. It's called The Dark Eye. I'm gonna hiccup. I freaking love Planet Clicks. Me too. There's such a underutilized type of game nowadays. I guess like they're kind of like the Western version of visual novels, right? Me neither in the Pokemon Emerald. I need to continue my Emerald playthrough. Pokemon Emerald's really good. I hope you've been having fun. Thank you for bringing your viewers this way. Let me drop a follow so I can go look at your Emerald playthrough soon. Yeah, let's go to the breeze room. Yeah. Remember to take a break after streaming.
Relating his adventures to me. He's been everywhere.
He's been everywhere. I like her dress. Henry.
But my travels are over. I'm ready to settle down.
Is he ready to settle down with our cousin? Is that what he's implying?
Oh, you must say hello to Uncle Edwin. He's down working in his studio. We're worried about him. He is consumed by his paintings.
I was doing a ton of MS-DOS adventure games over December. Wait, that's such a good pun. I'm gonna yoink that for this year. By the way, the Dark Eye just released on Steam like today. I was having trouble with getting the DOSBox version of the game to run, so it would run the first time you open the game absolutely fine, like no issues, but the second time you would launch the game, then it just was like, I don't know, it was not wanting to cooperate. And when I was looking up like ways to fix said issue, someone was like, oh, it's coming out on Steam soon. So I opened the link and it released today. It had released today. So if you want to play this game easily, it is on Steam right now. The only thing is they renamed it for some reason on Steam. I don't know why. I'm guessing they like lost the license to the name of the game. So on Steam, it is called Edgar Allan Poe's interactive horror instead of the Dark Eye, but it uses the same art and everything. And even in the description, it's like originally released as the Dark Eye. This 1995 cult classic adapts Edgar Allan Poe's most macabre tales. Yeah, anyway. It's there. It was an odd coincidence. It was a very, very, like, specific coincidence, too. Wait, can I do anything with that glass bottle? No, I cannot. Yeah, I wonder what the decision for renaming it was. The reasoning behind it. That's an eye. That's also an eye. 2 eyes. There's a bottle. There's like a bottle and a bucket. They had to make the title modern to have a paragraph. Yeah, maybe. It doesn't look like there's anything to do up here. It's just like a viewing room. Are we in a lighthouse? Okay. I think we go back down. Cousin, what do I do? I shall play the piano.
You play so beautifully.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you, dearest cousin. Lost in time? Damn, they're clapping for me. I don't think the same tune would come out of my hands or in the... Oh, okay. Okay, never mind. I'm done. What do I do? I'm from the Lord of the Rings land? I am. I'm from Piddle-ass. Immersion broken. Sorry. Sorry. Where do we go? Like down to that guy downstairs? Oh man. Oh man. Don't go. There he is. Oh, he doesn't want to interact with us anymore. I shall stroke the wall. Okay. Where else to go? Meow. We leave now? No. Maybe we can go to bed because there was there were beds. Unless okay, maybe not. Why was it dripping in that room? There's a bird, you see? It's like a bird face. And there's also... There's a downstairs? Go downstairs. Oh, hello.
Keep out of the cellar.
Says him, but he might be like the butler, so it might be different for him. Maybe he's like keep out because he wants to keep it clean, you know what I mean? How do we get down there? Boink. Boink. There's nothing up here. Boink. I've always wanted to go to New Zealand. You should if you ever get the chance. I'm sure you will have a good time. It's a very beautiful country. Oh. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Should we see if we can go? Are they flirting? Are they flirting behind my back? Oh wait, can I bed? No? Heck. Does it have big spiders? No. Well, there is an Australian invasive spider, but you're not gonna see it if you're on holiday. Can I, like, shut the door and go sleep? Can I jump out the window? No, Newcastle Big Boy. The biggest one we have a huntsman, but they're not very common. And you're not gonna see a huntsman if you're like a visitor. It's mostly if you're like living here that you would see a huntsman. And I'm not sure what we're supposed to do. We did go up, but there was not really anything happening upstairs. There was these pictures. Do they hunt the locals specifically? It's more like they take residence in like people's houses, like under people's houses and stuff. Like if you're staying at a hotel or anything, you won't see one. And usually if there's like a lot of bush around you, they're like in certain places. Speak to me, cousins. I mean, that's my brother, right? Speak to me, cousin. Any ideas of where we should be going? Those are... I just don't wonder if they go after wedders. I don't think so, because what huntsmen usually eat other spiders, right? There was this room. There's another room. This one. Can we go that one? That one's off limits, I think. Yeah, I think. Well, normal litter aren't that big. Normal litter are pretty small, but they just don't seem like the type of prey a huntsman would eat. Okay. Nothing on those at the moment. I guess when we go into the dream world, these are gonna be like different. You're gonna lack a bit, enjoy your rest. This is like the only painting visible. Was there anything else that we could do in this room? Doesn't seem like it. Thank you for following. No bird. Grab the knife. I don't think we can grab it. It's like a letter opening knife, right? Yeah, I'll grab it. I like that it doesn't just like snap into a different hand. There's like a little animation. The letters live. He already spoke to us about that. Okay. Which was the room that we had the dripping in? Because I don't think I looked enough in that room. This one maybe? Yeah. Fish. What the heck? Forgot to mention, Raid was for Dragons recommend. Arigato, thank you. I appreciate it. There's just like a fish. Fish in this room. Okay. can't see where the dripping is coming from. There's just a fish. Okay, we can't go further down. I think it's supposed to be like old. Some of them has lettering on it, so I think it's more like newspaper wallpaper, and then there's like poorly painted over paint. Uncle, can you tell us what to do? We're kind of brain dead. Uncle, look at me. Okay. What the heck? Wait, what was that on the window? No, this way. What's that? You see? I'm a banana. Put your banana in your ear. Eh? Oh, I thought we just jumped up the stairs for some reason. Okay, I'm a little lost and confused. The only thing I can think is that we're supposed to go to sleep, but none of the beds allow for that. This one just goes to the side table. Place our hand on the side table. Very nice. But this one is not where we sleep, I guess. Unless these are like the cousin and brother's room. He said, like, go say hi to them, right? But did he say anything after that? He said, go say hi to them. And then we went and we said hi to them. And then we played the piano and they, like, clapped for us a little bit. Like, yay, good job. I got a doctor's appointment in the morning. And it's super late. Sweet dreams. And thank you again for reading, Mako. I appreciate it. And good luck at your doctor's appointment tomorrow. Alright. Do need to use the bathroom really quickly. I think I went before stream. I wanna say I went before stream, but I need to go again. So let me, what was the save? Was it Control Q? Oh. Did that just kill the game? I think that just killed the game. Okay, well, we didn't make much progress, so even if we have to start again, it's not that bad. But I really gotta pee, so I will be right back really quickly, and then we will continue. Yeah. Be right back. Okay. Okay. Hello. Okay. Let me close this. So, for future reference, do not control Q. Wait a minute, I shouldn't have closed the manual because the manual told us how to save. Whoops. Wait, let me see if we can just find the manual online. Sorry if that was odd. F1, see the diary, F5, main menu, F8, main menu settings, auto saves, F9. F9. I don't think this is the thing that I'm looking for. Because it did not mention F keys. I do know some games did use F9 as quick save key. I recall that too, but they didn't mention F keys in the manual, so I don't think it was F9. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, I think this is what I was looking for. Here we go. We're going back in. My mouse is like grazing on something and it's bugging me. You know when you can feel like your mouse is like touching something? And it like kinda like snags a little bit? Okay. Whoa! Did you hear that? I got 2 Steam achievements for opening the game again. Press escape twice to save. Beep, beep, beep. We're back in. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. At least this time we get to see the start. Whee! Thank you, Krinko. Welcome. Grazing like a ow. Alright. Oh look! Begin? It auto-saved! It said escape twice to save. Begin. Okay. Well, I guess that's how we save. Let me in. Uncle. Where are you? No, I'll go back to Uncle. 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 Uncle.
There you are. You haven't just come, but it's exceedingly dangerous to traverse the coast this time of day.
Never mind, it did reset. It is a new game.
I'm so glad you came. I find that the pleasant company of my relations calms my nerves.
He says one more thing, right?
Careful. I use a special thinner. The fumes can do all sort of damage to you. A painter I knew fairly went mad from it.
Oh! That's new.
Poor soul. He scratched out his own eyes in a fit of frenzy. His own eyes.
Yeah, what are they using for paint thinner? Eh?
Just watch that you keep the windows open.
He didn't mention going upstairs.
What a delightful time that was.
Cousin, you've come.
Wait, they
Oh,
are
I'm so
flirting.
happy.
Oh, dear brother, delighted to see you. Please, join us.
Did you see that? He like quickly recoiled, like he was about to put his hand on her, like on her shoulder, and he like quickly withdrew, like oops, we're being seen. So I guess they are like an item.
Henry has just been relating his adventures to me. He's been everywhere.
But my travels are over. I'm ready to settle down.
Oh.
How did you find Uncle Edwin? We're worried about him. He is consumed by his paintings. Are you unwell? You look a little peaked.
This is different. Wait, what? Oh. I want to see what it looks like upstairs in the nightmare. Orange. The world has become orange. The paint thinner was something else indeed. It's like some kind of toxic fumes. Yeah, let's go. Uncle? Uncle is... Where is Uncle? Where is the fish? It became orange. Whoa! Eh? What the heck? That's us. Why is our eye all messed up? Can we? No, we cannot. We're in like a cactus house now. Photo? Eh? This is interesting. Oh. To celebrate 25 years of independence at the village green, invites you to citizen. Huh. July 4th, 1801. Hey, that's when I was born. We just gonna take that money? Alright. Bed. Can we take the ring as well? I mean, if we're stealing, we might as well steal everything, right? I mean, we might as well take the ring as well. It's worth money. Oh, we didn't steal it. We were just acknowledging it. Okay. Can we open any of the other drawers or just that one? Just okay. There's a cuck chair. Hello?
Oh, good evening. Oh, good evening.
Good evening. Yes, pray to God before you eat your cheese, brother. God will not be happy with you if you eat your cheese without prayer. Tea. Coffee. Ambiguous soup to have without cheese. Carrot. Me. Parsnip.
Care for some supper?
I have some supper of soup.
Thank you very much.
Yum yum.
Is something troubling you? Of course not.
Now give me some cheese. How many? Speak to me, brother. Can I put it away now, or am I just gonna get another bowl? Yeah, he didn't want to share his cheese with us. Oh. Premature burial. Fearful shock follows. She possibly died through sheer terror. Fearful shock followed hard upon grief Tuesday. Lost from Mr. Theodore Shep. Is that an RT or is that an N? Sharpton? I'm gonna say it's RT. Sharpton, citizen of the Borough of Manhattan. Commissioned with the Mr. Shepperton. Oh yeah, there it's easier to read. Shepperton. Of the death of his sister, Miss Emily Shepperton. At her funeral of the day upon opening the family vault, a sight greeted the mourners of such frightful nature that it scarcely bears relating. What? Mr. Shepperton's wife, Miss Julia Emerson Shepperton, died, or so it was presumed, some 3 years ago. However, when Mr. Shepperton opened the door to the vault, some white appareled object fell rattling into his arms. It was the skeleton remains of his wife, found in her yet unmolded shroud. A careful investigation renders it evident that she must have revived some short time after her entombment, and her struggles within the coffin had caused it to fall from the ledge to the floor where it was so broken as to permit her escape. On the uppermost of the steps which led down to the dread chambers was a huge fragment of the coffin, which it seemed she endeavored to arrest attention by striking the iron door. While thus occupied, she probably swooped or possibly died through sheer terror, and in falling, her shroud became entangled in some ironwork which projected intentionally. Thus she remained, and thus she rotted erect. Damn, so she was buried alive, essentially. Well, not buried. She was entombed, and she wasn't dead. She woke up and then she freaking fell and impaled herself. Speak to me. Just drinking. Do I go into my brother's room? Oh. Eh? Oh, I guess we can't go into his room. How do we look at ourselves again? I don't know what the point of that is. Send me to bed. Maybe it's... We had a wedding ring. Maybe we are the guy who lost our wife. Are we going there? No. There's nothing else down on this end of the house, right? Okay, no. Do I just continue to eat my soup? Oh, hello. Who is that? Who is peeping in at us like that? Brother. We just not gonna mention him or anything? Wait, I wanna... Can I... No, that looks like a face.
My, it's getting late.
Bong, bong, bong. Is he going to bed? Or is he just suggesting that we go to bed? Can we go to bed now? Damn, that paint did a number on us. Coffer. My, time to sleep. No. Okay, maybe we...
Sleep well, old friend.
Oh, we're just friends. Did he go to bed? Or is he just saying goodnight to us? I think he's just saying goodnight to us. Okay. Oyasumi. I shall sleep now. I shall sleep. Let me sleep. Was it our wife who died or something? Or are we just simply reading that in the whatchamacallit, the newspaper? Powerful jawline, holy serve that face, queen. She's been mewing. She's been mewing and she's been oil pulling. Oh look. Oh. From their dens, the one-eyed race repair. Repair? Okay. From rifted rocks and mountains, bleak and air. All haste assembled at his well-known raw. Inquire the cars and crowd the cavern door. What hurts the polythene? What strange affright this breaks our slumber and disturbs the night? Does any mortal in the unguarded hour of sleep oppress thee, or by fraud power, or thieves? Wait a second, what is that? Did I accidentally lock the stream assistant out when I went to bathroom? Let me check. Oh no, I didn't. I think it was my cousin. I thought for a second that I had locked the stream assistant out because it sounded like my door when when cats kind of like it sounded kind of like that. Okay, let me put my pillow back up. It'd be funny if I locked them out. I would feel bad though. Waking up every morning to be mocked by the spam maintenance photo. What? Does the main character have like a weak chin or something? Let me just put the blankie back on. Okay, wait. Are thieves insidious? I fly a flock surprise. Thus they the Cyclops from his den replies, Friends, no man kills me. No man in the hour of sleep oppress me. And he oppress me with the fraud power. If no man hurt thee, but the hand divine inflict disease, it fits thee no resign. To Jove out of thy father Neptune prayed, the brethren cried, and instant strode away. For some reason, I have ramen on the mind today. Like, not ramen, cup noodles. I have cup noodles on the mind today, and in reading this, I was thinking about cup noodles. Thy brethren cried, and instant strode away. See, it made me think instant noodles. Joy touched my secret soul and conscious heart, pleased with the effort of conduct and of art. Meantime, the Cyclops, raging with his wound, spreads his wide arms and searches round and round. At last, the stone removing from the gate, with hands extended in the midst he stayed, and searched each passing sheep he felt o'er, secure to seize us ere we reached the door. Such as his shellow's wit he deemed was mine, but secret I revolved the deep design. 'Twas from our lives my labouring bosom wrote. Each scheme I turned and sharpened each thought. thought wrought? Wasn't wrought. This way and that I cast to save my friends, till one resolve my wave bearing council ends. Okay. Whew.
Sleep at last.
Yes, thank goodness.
It's been a long, long day. Oh, yes.
Oh. Oh, brother, I don't. Ew, I didn't mean to, like, caress his face like that. I don't know why I said ew, I just. Okay, what's happening? Oh, we just. Eh.
What? Who's there? What could it be? Someone? Who? Nothing.
What the heck?
Wind in the chimney. A mouse. It must have been a cricket. Yes.
What the heck? Is our friend murdering us? I think we just got murdered. Damn, that guy just got
It must have
freaking.
been a dream. A dream dark and disturbing, a haunting dream. I was glad to find myself back in Edwin's silent home.
Yeah, I would be too. I don't think I would want to wake up and, like, be an old man with a fisheye. That was spooky when that rocked hella. I liked that. That was like. That kind of looks like buildings. You see that? It kind of looks like. That kind of looks like the Twin Towers. This one here and this one here. You see it? Can you see it? Back to the blue fish. We've gotta warn them. um. Oh, what the? Is that what Uncle was painting before?
It's a portrait of my mother. She died when I was quite young. God rest her soul. I suppose you might say she resembles Elise. Something about the eyes?
No, I wasn't gonna say that.
Where is Elise? She's been spending far too much time with your brother.
Yeah, 'cause they're a thing. Sorry, Uncle. My brother's dating your daughter. Can we look at those other paintings on the wall? I wonder why, Uncle. Oh. Oh, interesting. Wait, I wasn't done looking. They're like sisters? One of those angel babies that were really popular in the 90s? Baby with a ball? Woman. Man. Stabbing a woman? A dog on 2 legs and a person with a cane. My thumb. um. I guess we go see what they're doing upstairs. There's nothing else we. Oh, there. What does that say? There. Something Edwin. Holy heck. Due to the. Their cousin Edwin. Due to the. And. I can't read this word. Prejudice of my employees, I feel the. Oh, due to the unfortunate prejudice of my employees, the fuel. The fuel? I find myself. Can someone interpret this for me? I find myself. I'm not able to read this. Suddenly. Yeah, I can't read this. Suddenly. Suddenly what? Suddenly. Suddenly. I need it transcribed for me. Suddenly without work in acute precarity, difficult would be of something me. Short something you, something I. Yeah. I. Something you, something with humble hopes. Please accept my something. AFFET. That looks like INES. To my. Your nephew Henry. Okay, well. Henry is seeking refuge with Uncle because he's out of work. Can I take that now? No, I cannot. Okay. I await your response, big cat. Meow. Oh yeah, I gotta go out this way. Oops. Let's go see what they are up to. Wait, I still gotta leave this room. This way. Now up. I love the style of this game. It's awesome. I found something that may have transcribed the letter. It's a little difficult to read that. Oh, where did they go? Can I take the wine? No one to clap for me. Can I take the wine? Can I take the wine? It's not. Where did they go? He came upstairs to like speak to them, right? Like up? No. Maybe they're in a different room. Hello? There was a down arrow at one of the spots? Spots? Oh. I want to go this way. This way. This way. This way.
I'm glad you've come. I have determined to ask Elise's hand.
I called it. I called it.
I know it's foolish, but my heart pounds so earnestly within. Surely you understand. I fear Edwin will be opposed. He dotes on her so, and he's always been contemptuous of my circumstances. Please, speak well of me to him. It means my whole life. I must speak with her.
Dear Henry, your recent declaration has left me at an something of emotion? Calamity of emotion. For my past, your tender affections are greatly what? Greatly something, but at the same moment, I am gratefully received, but at the same moment, I am conflicted and uncertain. You will forgive me if I spend today alone in the fresh air with where I hope to something my thoughts. Affectionately, Elise. Order my thoughts. Oh, okay. I can read her writing. I just couldn't read the other one. Okay, so she's outside. She is outside right now. Can go back to the wine and see what's going on in there. Oh, okay, I was just looking at the wine. No big deal. I shall remain clean. Despite my history, I am a changed man. Okay, they're outside. Can you imagine kids trying to figure out what she said when it's so hard for us to read it and we learned cursive? Can't go outside. Maybe we need more paint thinner. That poopy was good. I want to look at his other paintings, but it does not allow us to. Yeah. Yeah, I can imagine it being really difficult for people to read that, especially younger people. Um, 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 um. So right now, Henry's gone outside to speak to Elise. And we can't go out the front door, so all I can think is maybe we need to go down further. I will say when games have press key for readable version. I know a lot of modern games will just put the text over top of it. I went the wrong way, I believe. I went the wrong way again. This one. I can't hear kids playing. I want this one. There we go. Is it lunchtime? No, it's past lunchtime, but maybe that school has lunch at 1 PM or something, because I can hear kids playing outside right now.
Had bad dreams last night, did you?
Oh. Can we... Oh? Oh? Oh wait, we've already been here. I want to go down that way. I wanna go down that way. I gotta go down that way. It won't let me. It won't let me go down that way. Where the heck is... How do we go see the next scene then? I mean, it heavily implied that, we're trying to find Henry and Elise, right? And they are outside? Oh!
I won't hear of it. I simply won't hear of it.
Edwin, please, see reason.
She's far too young for you, for any man. Are you insane? She's your cousin, for God's sake.
What of her wishes?
Elise is confined to her room, indefinitely. And you, young man, stay clear of me.
I mean... She is your cousin. She is your cousin. And, I don't know how old Elise is, but if Dad says she is too young for him, then I guess she's a bit younger than Henry. I don't think there's anything in the... Is the whispering thing leave now? That's kind of creepy. What does the upstairs look like in the nightmare? Oh, it's just orange. Never mind. How do I... There we go. It's a pretty empty house. I wanna see what... It's like green. In the nightmare, it's green. So in reality, she's like a red painting where she's like blood and stuff. But then in our nightmare, she's like green. That's kind of funny. Maybe I should fix my tracking. Oops. Maybe I should fix my tracking a little bit. It's been a little funky today. She is green with envy that we are having a nightmare and she is not. Wow. Who's scuffing their shoes? Did you ever intentionally do that as a kid? Make the squeaky shoe sound? Actually, maybe we should look in the bedrooms, because it was talking about them being confined to their rooms. Can I play the piano? Damn. I can't play the piano in a nightmare. Did you know that you cannot read in your dreams? Because the part of your brain that, interprets writing is basically shut off while you sleep. And you might think, oh, but I've read things in my dream before. You're not actually reading, you think you're reading in your dream, but you're not actually, like, interpreting language. Okay, there's nothing in here. I did to leave marks on the floor, and I got my bottom beat. Damn. I don't think I ever left scuff marks, and if I did, I don't think my family would care that much. Let's jump out the window into the orange abyss. Okay, is anyone in bed? That's where we came from. This way. Can we go in this room? The drip room. Lazar is disrespecting. Oh, okay. Whoa!
It was many and many a year ago in a kingdom by the sea that a maiden there lived whom you may know by the name of Annabel Lee. And this maiden she lived with no other thought than to love and be loved by me. I was a child and she was a child in this kingdom by the sea, but we loved with a love that was more than love, I and my Annabel Lee, with the love that the winged seraphs of heaven coveted her and me. And this was the reason that long ago in the kingdom by the sea, a wind blew out of a cloud, chilling my beautiful Annabel Lee, so that her high-born kinsman came and bore her away from me, to shut her up in a sepulchre in this kingdom by the sea. The angels, not half so happy in heaven, went envying her and me. Yes, that was the reason, as all men know in this kingdom by the sea, that the wind came out of the cloud by night, chilling and killing my Annabel Lee. But our love it was stronger by far than the love of those who were older than we, of many far wiser than we. And neither the angels in heaven above, nor the demons down under the sea, could ever dissever my soul from the soul of the beautiful Annabel Lee. For the moon never beams without bringing me dreams of the beautiful Annabel Lee. And the stars never rise but I feel the bright eyes of the beautiful Annabel Lee. And so all the night tide I lie down by the side of my darling, my life and my bride, in the sepulchre there by the sea, in her tomb by the sounding sea.
Oh, we're back. So... wasn't that the uncle's voice? I actually remembered that poem by Poe, really? Is it based on... I mean, is it like a poem from a real person who lost their love? We're not back. We're still in the nightmare. I don't remember, just know that was a poem he wrote. Oh. Oh look! It's him and Annabelle. Oh! Okay. Because they saw his wife too, that's sad. Wait, can we pick up any of the... No, we cannot, okay. Oh, it changed! It's... them now. Oh, apparently it was published after his death? Oh, so I guess he wrote it for like, you know, like personal reason, like for himself, and then when he died. Squeak, squeak. Down into the dungeon. Troll in the dungeon. Whoa. This is cool.
The Red Death had long devastated the country. No pestilence had ever been so fatal or so hideous.
Let me turn it up slightly.
Blood was its avatar and its seal. The redness of the horror of blood. There were sharp pains and sudden dizziness, and then profuse bleeding at the pores. The scarlet stains upon the body, and especially upon the face of the victim, were the pest bands which shut him out from the aid and sympathy of his fellow men. The whole seizure, progress, and termination of the disease were the incidents of half an hour. But the Prince Prospero was happy and dauntless and sagacious. When his dominions were half depopulated, he summoned to his presence 1,000 hale and light-hearted friends from among the knights and dames of his court, and with these retired to the deep seclusion of his castellated abbey. This was an extensive and magnificent structure, the creation of the prince's own eccentric yet august taste. A strong and lofty wall girdled it in. This wall had gates of iron. The courtiers, having entered, brought furnaces and massy hammers and welded the bolts. They resolved to leave means neither of ingress nor egress to the sudden impulses of despair or frenzy from within. The abbey was amply provisioned. With such precautions, the courtiers might bid defiance to contagion. The external world could take care of itself. In the meantime, it was folly to grieve or to think. The prince had provided all the appliances of pleasure. There were buffoons, there were improvisatori, there were ballet dancers, there were musicians, there was beauty, there was wine. All these and security were within. Without was the Red Death. It was toward the close of the 5th or 6th month of his seclusion, and while the pestilence raged most furiously abroad, that the Prince Prospero entertained his 1,000 friends at a masked ball of the most unusual magnificence. It was a voluptuous scene, this masquerade. But first let me tell you of the rooms in which it was held. There were 7. In the middle of each, a tall and narrow Gothic window looked out upon the closed corridor, which pursued the windings of the suite. These windows were of stained glass, whose color varied in accordance with the prevailing hue of the decorations of the chamber into which it opened. That at the eastern extremity
Keep going on
was
forever.
hung, for example, in blue, and vividly blue were its windows. The second chamber was purple in its ornaments and tapestries, and here the panes were purple. The third was green throughout, and so were the casements. The fourth was furnished and lighted with orange, the fifth with white, the sixth with violet. The 7th apartment was closely shrouded in black velvet tapestries that hung all over the ceiling and down the walls, falling in heavy folds upon a carpet of the same material and hue.
There's usually a
In this
redeem for
chamber
him.
only, the
Things
color
are still
of
off
the
at the moment.
windows failed to correspond with the decorations. The panes here were scarlet, a deep blood color. In the corridors that followed the suite, there stood, opposite to each window, a heavy tripod.
Who is the
bearing
bone?
a brazier of fire. This projected its rays through the tinted glass and so glaringly illumined the room. And thus were produced a multitude of gaudy and fantastic appearances. But in the western or black chamber, the effect of the firelight that streamed upon the dark hangings through the blood-tinted panes was ghastly in the extreme, and produced so wild a look upon the countenances of those who entered that there were few of the company bold enough to set foot within its precincts at all. It was in this apartment also that there stood against the western wall a gigantic clock of ebony. Its pendulum swung to and fro with a dull, heavy, monotonous clang.
Oh my god, this just keeps going.
And when the minute hand made the circuit of the face, the hour was to be stricken. There came from the brazen lungs of the clock a sound which was clear and loud and deep and exceedingly musical, but of so peculiar a note and emphasis that at each lapse of an hour, the musicians of the orchestra were constrained to pause in their performance to hearken to the sound. And thus the waltzers perforce ceased their evolutions, and there was a brief disconcert of the whole company. While the chimes of the clock yet rang, it was observed that the giddiest grew pale, and the more aged and sedate passed their hands over their brows, as if in confused reverie or meditation. But when the echoes had fully ceased, a light laughter at once pervaded the assembly. The musicians looked at each other and smiled, as if at their own nervousness and folly, and made whispering vows each to the other the next chiming of the clock would produce in them no similar emotion. And then, after the lapse of 60 minutes, there came yet another chiming of the clock, and there were the same disconcert and tremulousness and meditation as before. But in spite of these things, it was a magnificent revel. The tastes of the Duke were peculiar. He had a fine eye for color and effects. He disregarded the decor of mere fashion. His plans were bold and fiery, and his conception glowed with barbaric luster. There are some who would have thought him mad. His followers felt that he was not. It was necessary to hear and see and touch him to be sure that he was not. He had directed in great part the embellishments of the 7 chambers upon occasion of this great fete, and it was his guiding taste which had given character to the masqueraders. Be sure they were grotesque. There was much glare and glitter and piquancy and phantasm. There were arabesque figures with unsuited limbs and appointments. There were delirious fancies such as the madman fashions. There was much of the beautiful.
Once again, the audio drama. I guess we hit that point.
Something of the terrible, and not a little of that which might have excited disgust. To and fro in the 7 chambers there stalked a multitude of dreams. And these, the dreams, right in and about, taking hue from the rooms, and causing the wild music of the orchestra to seem as the echo of their steps. Until at length there commenced the sounding of midnight upon the clock. And then the music ceased as I have told, and the evolutions of the waltzers were quieted, and there was an uneasy cessation of all things as before. But now there were 12 strokes to be sounded by the bell of the clock, and thus it happened, perhaps, that more of thought crept with more of time into the meditations of the thoughtful among those who reveled. And thus too it happened, perhaps, that before the last echoes of the last chime had utterly sunk into silence, that there were many individuals in the crowd who had found leisure to become aware of the presence of a masked figure. The murmur of the new presence having spread itself whisperingly around, there arose at length from the whole company a buzz or murmur expressive of disapprobation and surprise, then finally of terror, of horror, and of disgust. In an assembly of phantasms such as I have painted, it may well be supposed that no ordinary appearance could have created such sensation. In truth, the masquerade license of the night was nearly unlimited, but the figure in question had out-Heroded Herod, and gone beyond the bounds of even the prince's indefinite decorum. There are chords in the hearts of the most reckless, which cannot be touched without emotion. Even with the utterly lost, to whom life and death are equally jests, there are matters of which no jest can be made. The whole company, indeed, seemed now
Jesus.
that in the costume and bearing of the stranger, neither wit nor propriety existed. The figure was tall and gaunt and shrouded from head to foot in the habiliments of the grave. The mask which concealed the visage was made so nearly to resemble the countenance of a stiffened corpse that the closest scrutiny must have had difficulty in detecting the cheat. And yet all of this might have been endured, if not approved by the mad revelers around. But the mummer had gone so far as to assume the type of the Red Death. His vesture was dabbled in blood, and his broad brow with all the features of his face was besprinkled with a scarlet horror. When the eyes of Prince Prospero fell upon this spectral image, which with a slow and solemn movement, as if more fully to sustain its role, stalked to and fro among the waltzers, he was seen to be convulsed with a strong shudder, either of terror or distaste, whereupon his brow reddened with rage. Who dares, he demanded harshly of his courtiers who stood near him, who dares insult us with this blasphemous mockery? Seize him and unmask him, that we may know whom we have to hang at sunrise from the battlements. Within the eastern or blue chamber, in which stood the Prince Prospero as he uttered these words, they rang throughout the 7 rooms loudly and clearly. For the prince was a bold and robust man, and the music had become hushed at the waving of his hand. At first, as he spoke, there was a slight rushing movement of pale courtiers in the direction of the intruder, who, at the moment, was also near at hand, and now, with deliberate and stately step, made closer approach to the speaker. But from a certain nameless awe with which the mad assumptions of the mummer had inspired the whole party, there were found none who put forth hand to seize him, so that, unimpeded, he passed within a yard of the prince's person. And while the vast assembly, as if with one impulse, shrank from the centers of the rooms to the walls, he made his way uninterruptedly, but with the same solemn and measured step.
I bet you wanna save if it works. I don't think it worked last time.
Through the green to the orange, through this again to the white, and even thence to the violet. Every decided movement had been made to arrest him. It was then, however, that the Prince Prospero, maddening with rage and the shame of his own momentary cowardice, rushed hurriedly.
The old man be yapping while the background is 1
while
FPS.
none followed him on account of a deadly terror that had seized upon all. Bore aloft a drawn dagger, and had approached in rapid impetuosity to within 3 or 4 feet of the retreating figure, when the latter, having attained the extremity of the velvet apartment, turned suddenly and confronted his pursuer. There was a sharp cry, the dagger dropped gleaming upon the sable carpet, upon which, instantly afterwards, fell prostrate in death the Prince Prospero. Then, summoning the wild courage of despair, a throng of the revelers at once threw themselves into the black apartment, and seizing the mummer, whose tall figure stood erect and motionless within the shadow of the ebony clock.
Good thing you're mainstream client up. It doesn't just you're not.
And the corpse-like mask, which they held with so violent a rudeness, untenanted by any tangible form.
Oh, is he finished?
Now was acknowledged the presence of the Red
Oh,
Death.
God.
He had come like a thief in the night, and one by one dropped the revelers in the blood-bedewed halls of their revel, and died each in the despairing posture of his fall. The light of the ebony clock went out with the last of the gay, and the flames of the tripods expired, and darkness, decay, and the Red Death held illimitable dominion over all.
Finally. Finally finished. How the frick do we save? New credits. Quit. How do we... Do we just like... How do I save? How do I save? Yeah? Did you too? That looks like a new... This man is anything. Holy heck, that just kept on going. I did remember something while he was yapping that I want to try out. Ah. Oh. Man, that guy would not stop yapping. I didn't want to speak too much on him because it was like, you know, it was a story.
Revenge means nothing unless the avenger makes himself known to his victim.
Oh. Ghost ASMR whispers. Yeah, the ghost fight is kind of cool. Gosh, did that guy keep going on.
Of course, when one takes revenge, one wants to take it slowly. One wants to be avenged at length.
Hi. Ooh. Let me just reorganize all my tabs after that. Did anyone remember all of that story? Because I gotta admit, partway through I kind of tuned out, but it was like, you know what, we already made the commitment though. You know? Like we already started this thing, so... Was there a masquerade happening? Hello, guy. There is 100% of everything. I kinda got bits and pieces.
Not only punish, but punish with impunity. It is a poor vengeance that also harms the revenger.
He eating your chicken bone. Who this guy? Hello? Let's listen again. Yeah, let's listen again, just to make sure we didn't miss anything.
Sir?
Return to the villa. Tell the livery that I shall be out all night. They are forbidden to leave the house.
Yes, sir. Immediately, sir.
Okay, so we're like a murderer right now, but we're getting
That will ensure their immediate disappearance, now that my back is turned.
So we're like getting revenge or something right now. Right? We're like... Wait, where's she?
Excuse me, sir. I'm attendant upon Signora Fortunato. She's searching for her husband. Have you seen him?
Oh, I'm certain I saw him some streets from here, over on the other side of the square, engaged in a business discussion.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Okay. Oh. What are they? Eh?
He has a weakness, this Fortunato. In some regards, he is a man to be respected, and even feared. Still, he has his weaknesses.
He has his weaknesses. This guy, this hair is like looking at us. He knows we're up to something. Where do we go? Or do we just keep like rubbing this guy? No, it don't look like we... Oh, who's this guy? Who's it? Who's this peeping out at us? Who's this? Oh. Rub.
For years I've suffered his injuries, but now he has ventured upon insult.
Eh. Who's this guy here? He's like freaking Professor Snape over here. He's just like looking at us. Oops. Hold on, I pressed the Windows key and everything went badoink. Okay. Now can we cross the bridge? Oh! What the heck? That's a big head. That's a big head.
Oh, nice to see you. Nice to see
Oh.
Erm.
Excuse me, aren't you Montresor?
I'm afraid I don't know that gentleman.
Monsieur? Hey look, Snape is over there still.
Oh.
Professor Snape. Professor Snape is over there.
Oh, nice to see you. Nice to see you. Who's that under the mask? Why, it's Montresor.
Fortunato. What a
Montresor.
surprise.
Drink.
My dear Fortunato, I wonder if you could help me. I've bought a small cask of what passes for Amontillado, but I have my doubts.
Amontillado?
But I have my doubts.
Are we gonna like lure him?
A cask, Montresor. And in the middle of carnival? Impossible.
I have my doubts. I was foolish enough to pay full price without consulting Fortunato in the matter.
Are we gonna like lure him in the back and kill him?
Lucchese has a discerning palate. Perhaps he could take a sip.
Bah, Lucchese can't tell Amontillado from gutter water.
From gutter water. Okay.
Oh, nice to see you. Nice to see you.
Oh, they done speaking? Eh.
Oh.
I'm getting EP though. I'm getting kinda EP.
Who's that?
No one,
Who's
Senora.
that?
No one at all.
Oh.
Okay, we can't go that way any further.
Oh, nice to see you. Nice to see
How do I make sure that I saved? How do I make sure that I saved?
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. Okay, it said to escape twice, but I don't know if that actually. Do I like double? There's no indication that it saved. The dog guy, how to save. Pressing, no, dog guy, 1995. The head map screen? Eh? Visit the save game list on the main menu, which can be accessed by pressing escape once to go to the head map screen, then again to the save menu? It should save automatically, and if you're in the middle of a mission and quit the game, you will restart the mission. Oh, okay, so we will probably be restarting this part of the thing once we play more. I'm really liking it so far, but the lengthy story I think made me very sleepy. It made me really sleepy. And it feels like nap time. Feels like good time for nap. Tomorrow I'm gonna be starting Ocarina of Time. It's my first time ever playing it. And my cousin is going away for a week. He's leaving tomorrow morning, and then he said he's gonna be back on Sunday, which means I got like all of the week to stream. Let me go back to chatting actually. Like. Now the BGM feels really quiet. Yeah, he's going away for a week, so I'll probably do a lot of like guerrilla streams. And after Ocarina tomorrow, we'll probably finish up the Dakai. I originally had planned to do kind of like a subathon or something, but I did think it was like really rushed if I did it, right? Like there wasn't a lot of time to like let people know and stuff, and I kind of didn't feel right just like dropping into one, if that makes sense. Like I think if I'm gonna do any kind of like subathon or donathon or whatever, then I think I would like to give a lot of warning first, like, hey, in like a month this is gonna happen, not like, hey, in like 3 days this is gonna happen kind of thing. So I ended up just deciding that it's just gonna be a active week. It's gonna be a pretty active week, and yeah, have a lot of fun. But yeah, after Ocarina of Time tomorrow, we'll probably take like a break, and then after I've had a break, we'll play more Dark Gaiden. I still will like schedule all the streams so that, you know, the VODs are just there and ready to go kind of thing. But yeah, lots of streaming this week. From tomorrow, I mean, lots of streaming. Hopefully we enjoy. With the Digicon Fubbies, you're not supposed to be able to go bold. It's supposed to like auto fix that if you make yourself bald. It's supposed to like auto fix that, but I guess I missed the settings. Like, you're making me laugh just seeing a freaking bald Furby like just amongst everyone, like meow 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 meow, hanging out. And it was like amidst his like serious story as well. Oh, it was so silly, but it kept making me laugh. Bald. Yeah, you're not supposed to be able to go bald, but I guess that's like a little glitch in the system. Anyway, let me see. I am so freaking tired. Ugh. Ow. Let's see. No friend alive. Okay, no raid. I'm gonna go hit the hay. I'm gonna go join the stream assistant in... And I will see everyone again tomorrow. Same start time tomorrow. And then, yeah, from tomorrow on, lots of streaming. We can have lots of stream. Gosh. Ocarina of Time tomorrow is the starting game. I'm really looking forward to it. I've been wanting to play it for quite a while now. I did a poll to like pick if we were gonna play the N64 version or the kind of like remastered Nintendo DS. Was it DS? No. Was it DS? I think it was the DS. I think it was the DS. There was like a remastered DS version, and everyone voted for the N64 one. So we're gonna go with the original. Yeah. Bye bye. Meow. Otsuka. See you tomorrow. We'll also finish that guy later tomorrow as well. Otsuka. Bye bye. Wait, let's have a battle before we finish. There we go. It's battle time. Fight to the death. Everyone lining up. Everyone's lining up. Meow, meow. Okay, maybe... The fighting song, yeah. Dun 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 then we're done. Oh. Goodbye. Two left. Oh, they're both on such low health too. Winner! Bing, 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 bing. Bing, bing, bing. Duck Dumb is the winner. There you go. She's a little victory dance. It's rigged. There's no rig here though. No, wait, wrong one. Here's the winner. I wish there was a way to make it kind of go frontwards, but it's more like you're flying with your feet first. Victory dance. Okay, bye bye. Otsukagi.